Hey everyone, this is Andrew, and in this video I'm talking to you about how to structure your practice routine for singing or any kind of vocals you happen to be doing. You could, I guess, really apply this to any kind of instrument thing you're really doing, but I'm just going to focus on singing in this video. I'm still sick, so I'm not actually going to do any singing in this video to show you stuff. I'm just going to talk. But you first have to kind of make a distinction in your head or on paper what you consider to be practicing and what you consider to be playing. Because there's a big difference there. If you're practicing guitar, you could just be jamming out, playing stuff you already know, and that is not even close to practicing. That's playing. And yeah, this is brighter. And so obviously you don't want to waste all your time. Well, it's not really wasting. You don't want to use all the time you could be spent improving your voice, just doing things you already know. So you need to just define how much time per day you can or want to spend practicing, and how much you can or want to spend playing or just singing songs you can already do, just for enjoyment purposes, really, or even writing purposes, whatever you want to do. But once you consider how much time you want to break down for each subject, depending on how good you really want yourself to be, not everyone has to be the next Jim Gillette, or that was a bad example. I mean, he's a fantastic singer, but not my favorite. But not everyone else has to be the next any famous singer ever. You might just want to improve your voice a little bit. So you need to make that distinction first. The next is I always like to be working on a few different songs. Because what's the point of learning all this stuff if you can't actually sing songs? So I would always pick some 2 to 3 songs that I'm always gonna keep in the back of my mind that I'm working on. And you want to kind of go through those songs and pick the most difficult parts and slow them down, break them down note by note, and figure out what you need to do to improve. And that's practicing. You're breaking down the parts you can't do, figure out how to do them, and tackle them. And if you know why you can't do them, then you can figure out what you need to learn to do them. Then the other part of your routine, so that's kind of like the song part, which I would recommend actually after your exercise part. Find some exercises that are challenging, just scale runs, or working on your range, do octave slide exercises or falsetto slide exercises. Either buy Jamie Vandera's book where he mentions all his exercise and work through his routine. He has an excellent 7-week practice routine that I've tried a few times, but it works very well. But anyways, that's besides the point. Or just find any exercise you can kind of use to practice your voice, and that should be your first routine. So you get warmed up, however you're going to warm up. You kind of have to figure out what works for you. And you get that warm-up routine, you move on to your exercises, and you do all your exercises, however many you do. I wouldn't pick too many. Let's say you want to, you have an hour, no, let's say you have 2 hours to sing a day. You spend the first 15 minutes warming up or something to get your voice in tip-top shape, and then you spend maybe, so if you have 2 hours and you have an hour 45 left, maybe you spend, an hour working on singing exercise. That's probably even too much. And then let's say you have an hour, spend 15 minutes warming up, spend a half an hour doing singing exercises, and then spend the last 15 plus however many you want, depending on how long time you have. It's an hour, you have another 15 minutes to work on songs. And that's a pretty solid hour of material that you just did. You broke down some songs, you worked an exercise, you get your voice warmed up. If you want to incorporate screaming into that, do the same exact thing. Find some scream exercises, or the singing with rasp exercises I have in my channel, and I think it's part 3 of my video series on singing with rasp, and use those to help for that part if you want to get the rasp into your routine. You can practice anything. You can practice vibrato, range, scale runs, whatever you happen to need to practice on, and then at the end you do your songs. And that's pretty much it. The other big thing I would recommend that would help you the most is record your progress, because 1, it'll be a big motivator. 2, you'll actually know that you're doing something. Otherwise, you'll know hey, I'm practicing these exercises every day for 45 minutes, and my voice hasn't gotten better. So clearly, you need to change the exercises or do something else, because clearly that's not working for your voice. So yeah, just literally get a notebook. You can do it however you want. You can just write stuff down in paragraph style. I would recommend getting a little grid system that makes it easy for you to see how well you're doing and how much better you're getting. I always wonder if people think I'm a really obnoxious texter, because I'm holding out my phone, and I have a camera built in. I'm holding my phone out in front of my wheel, so they're like, damn, you're not even trying to hide it, because I live in Massachusetts, and it's actually illegal to text and drive here, which I never do. So I wonder if it's illegal to take videos on your phone while driving, but I don't know. I doubt it. That'd be a stupid law. I've never crashed yet. But anyways, so yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this, let me know, and I'll make a big video about it. And maybe another video I'll show you my practice thing. I've used Jamie Rendera's practice book. He has this big diary thing that you can, just like grid of blank things you can fill in to work alongside his book, which I would recommend buying. I'm actually going to upload a video where I talk about book supplies you should get, where I talk about all the materials I've used to improve my voice that you can just order online, basically. They're either DVDs or books, so that should be up in a few days. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.